Hey guys, you know what's awesome? Spyro the Dragon. You wanna know what would be really awesome though? Is if he got his own trilogy of remakes. Wish granted! My name is Paul Neon Davidson, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of insight on the brand new Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy.
Let's do this.
So let's get right into this, guys. What the heck am I talking about? Well, earlier today we got the announcement of the Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy. Much like last year how we got the Crash Insane Trilogy, we're going to be getting a trilogy of remade Spyro games from the ground up from the PlayStation 1 era. This is pretty big, guys. Like, I personally really love it when old games from the 90s get remade because, honestly, these are really classic games that could use some touch-ups. So why is this a big deal? Well, while Crash Bandicoot had not had a single actual game in like over a decade, Spyro's been lost in a little thing called Skylanders. You know, that really popular game series that, you know, revolutionized gaming and introduced the toy-to-life genre. He's been stuck in those games, and he's pretty much been forgotten, you know, among the new generation of gamers. Whereas a lot of people like me who grew up with his games across the 2000s really wanted him to return to formula, and now, finally, we're getting that type of game. A lot of fans like myself have been waiting a long time for this announcement. A lot of people that knew who Spyro was, you know, around the time Crash Insane Trilogy came out, were asking Activision, hey, are we gonna get a, you know, Spyro remastering collection of any kind at all? And yeah, now we finally got it. And it looks really dang good. As the levels themselves look really great. You can look for it yourself on this trailer that I'm showing right now. It just, if you compare it to what we saw on the PlayStation 1 era, you know, much like the Crash Insane Trilogy, really awesome, really fine looking detail on these landscapes. And Spyro himself looks really great. As a fan of all iterations of Spyro, it looks to be like a kind of combination of all three of them. We got the color scheme, sort of Skylander Spyro. He's got kind of the anatomy of Legend of Spyro, and then, of course, it's still got the touches of classic Spyro. So it feels like they're bringing all the best parts of the different Spyros and bringing them together to make this one new iteration of him, which looks, like I said, looks really dang good. No doubt about it, we're going to be able to explore these worlds and compare both versions of the game pretty much soon enough, because I'm going to guarantee this, guys, there's going to be a playable demo at E3. I'm going to be going to E3. I was thinking about making like an announcement for that sometime earlier, but yeah, I'm going to be going to E3, and there's more than likely going to be a demo for a Reignited Trilogy present there at probably the PlayStation or the Xbox, or maybe even the Activision booths. Going to be visiting all three of those, and I'll be able to give my impression of the gameplay when we get over there, unless Activision releases some more footage of the game and such. But like I said, it's going to be at the PlayStation, of course, because it's a PlayStation well-known series. It's also going to be on the Xbox One, which is surprising a lot of people, because you would think that this would have been announced either exclusively or at least timed exclusively for the PlayStation 4, or it would have come out to all consoles at the exact same time. But no, it's only come out to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One for some reason. Now, in case you guys didn't know, I'm primarily a Nintendo gamer, so it was kind of like the most disappointing thing for me when I noticed that this was not going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch. But guys, not to fret, I may have a solution, or at least an answer, as to why that is. Let's get into that right now. So yes, Spyro Reignited Trilogy has only been announced for PS4 and Xbox One. Why isn't it coming to Switch? For one, remember guys, the Insane Trilogy took almost a year to come out on other consoles aside from the PS4, so I'm sure if the game gets ported to the Switch, it'll come out soon enough. We just have to wait. But why isn't it coming to the Nintendo Switch alongside the PS4 and Xbox One? Well, let's look into what the Switch is capable of. In doing that, let's compare the two different versions of Crash Insane Trilogy with the PS4 and Nintendo Switch. So in the PS4 version of the game, it runs a lot faster and the graphics are super nice. Remember, the PS4 is way more powerful than the Nintendo Switch. The Switch, on the other hand, well, while we don't have the game yet, we have seen what it looks like, and it doesn't look as nice and seems to have a little bit of a lower frame rate to compensate for the weaker hardware. So, long story short, doesn't look as nice, doesn't perform as well. But what does this have to do with the Reignited Trilogy? Well, Spyro is a more complex game than Crash in every way. The levels are larger, there are more cutscenes, more dialogue, more characters, and more gameplay styles in Spyro than there are in Crash. So with the evidence we have been given, if the Switch is having a harder time running the Insane Trilogy than the PS4, then how is the Switch going to handle the Reignited Trilogy? No doubt about it, Vicarious Visions needs more time to develop the game for the Switch. Not to mention, there's a leak from Nintendo UK that states that the Spyro remaster would be coming to the Nintendo Switch at the same time as the other releases. It's a little odd that its listing is not under the label of Reignited Trilogy, but it is a sign that the game could be coming to the Switch. So don't fret, Nintendo nerds, I bet you that Spyro will make it onto the Switch in due time. Activision would be crazy to skip over the Switch. It's become such a popular console in the past year, and the Insane Trilogy will no doubt do pretty well on the system. Not to mention, they've already released Skylanders and Imaginators on the system back like a year ago, so they have had some experience working on games for the Switch. But if that's the case, then why isn't it coming to PC? Because I don't know. For PC fans out there, it'll come to PC as well. Crash came to Windows soon enough, so will Spyro. So what else can we expect from this new trilogy? What else is there to talk about? Well, why don't we go into how the game can be updated? So we know the graphics will be way better. It's on screen right now. Duh. But what else can we expect? Well, most importantly, we have gameplay to focus on. In Crash Insane Trilogy, they definitely improved the gameplay for all the games, especially Crash 1. Adding an analog control, making the physics and the control of the characters feel more natural, hitboxes aside. It was definitely an improvement over the PS1 games. The same can be expected from the Reignited Trilogy. Much like the Crash games, the controls for the Spyro games improved with each game, and the first game was really stiff. Expect each game to play like Spyro 3, and better. Can't really say any more than that, because, well, we just got a trailer, and like I said, E3 is going to be coming up very soon, guys, so no doubt about it, we'll be seeing more about it there. Honestly, guys, there's not a lot of factual details we can really go off of. I mean, we just got the trailer today, and all it did was just prove that the game is in development. And honestly, I could talk about a lot of things and speculate a lot of things, because I am a huge fan of the Spyro series, and I am real excited for these games to come out. I would like to look into what exactly is being changed. Can't really do that right now though, because, well, we just have the trilogy to go off of, or the trailer for the trilogy to go off of. I could talk about how there could be other playable characters, like how Crash Insane Trilogy gave you the ability to play as Coco, or talk about how the voice acting could change, or speculate on the other features that could be possibly introduced from this trilogy, but it's too early to really go into any full detail about the game. Definitely, as more stuff comes out for it, I will be more than willing to talk about them there, but as of right now, I just wanted to state what we know and just, give some reasoning as to why there's no Switch version yet. Like I said, if I could ramble on about this new game, I probably would. Like I said, I am a huge Spyro fan, and this announcement was really awesome and important to me, but so were other games that were announced not too long ago, like Mega Man 11 or Super Smash Bros. For Switch. Matter of fact, there's a lot of cool games that are actually going to be coming out this year. And speaking of which, just to finish this off, Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy will be releasing September 21st, 2018. The Purple Dragon has returned, folks. September cannot come soon enough. I hope this clarified any doubts people had about the Nintendo Switch port. You guys learned a little bit more about what to expect out of the Reignited Trilogy, and I hope this also hyped a couple of you guys up for the game. I'm certainly hyped up. And that, guys, is going to do it for this video in particular. Hope you guys liked it. As you can tell, I was trying out a new intro and a new outro right now, just to try and experiment with this little format that I've been wanting to try out for a while. Go ahead and give some feedback down in the comments below if you liked it. It's going to be for some reviews that I'm doing, and I am still working on that Sonic Forces review, like I stated in my Sonic Forces long play. I'm also going to be starting a Kirby Star Allies Let's Play very soon. Just need to find the time to do it. So look forward to those videos, and if you did like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I'm a dragon. The hype train is real. Join me next time, whenever I get around to making another video. And, I'll see you next time.